William Marshal, often hailed as one of the greatest knights of the Middle Ages, was a figure whose life embodied the ideals of chivalry, loyalty, and political skill that defined the age of feudalism. Born around 1147 into a relatively minor noble family, William was the fourth son of John Marshal, a baron who had fought for the Empress Matilda during the civil war known as the Anarchy. As a younger son, William could not expect to inherit lands or titles, and his early future seemed uncertain. Yet his exceptional talent for arms and his unshakable sense of honor would eventually elevate him to the highest ranks of English nobility and make him a trusted advisor to kings. His rise began after being sent as a hostage to King Stephen during the conflict between Stephen and Matilda. When his father refused to surrender, the boy's life was at risk, but Stephen, impressed by the child's courage, spared him. This episode foreshadowed the extraordinary destiny awaiting William Marshal. As a young man, William was trained in the household of William de Tankerville, a powerful Norman magnate who introduced him to the rigorous discipline of knighthood. After being knighted, Marshal embarked on a career as a tournament knight, where he quickly gained fame for his unmatched skill in combat. Medieval tournaments were not mere games, but brutal and lucrative enterprises, and William's prowess soon earned him wealth and renown throughout France and England. Chroniclers recorded that he won more than 500 contests, capturing countless opponents and their horses, which could be ransomed for significant profit. His success in the lists established him as the very model of the ideal knight, brave, honorable, and generous in victory. William's fortunes changed dramatically when he entered the service of Henry the Young King, the eldest son of King Henry II of England. The young king was crowned during his father's lifetime, but was given little real power, leading to tension between father and son. William became his chief tutor and companion, serving him with loyalty even during the prince's ill-fated rebellion against Henry II in 1173. Though Marshal's loyalty was questioned at times, he remained faithful to his master until the young king's death in 1183, when he was tasked with fulfilling his dying lord's wish to go on crusade to the Holy Land. William journeyed to the east, where he served for about 2 years, though little is known about his actions there. This crusade enhanced his prestige, confirming his reputation as a knight who lived by the sacred codes of chivalry and faith. Upon his return to England, Marshal entered the service of King Henry II himself, proving his worth in both war and diplomacy. After Henry's death in 1189, William remained indispensable, transferring his allegiance to Richard the Lionheart. Richard trusted him deeply, and William played a crucial role in defending the realm during the king's absence on crusade and captivity. When Richard died in 1199, William again demonstrated his remarkable political judgment by supporting the accession of King John, despite widespread distrust of the new monarch. Marshal became one of John's most valuable counselors, serving as Earl of Pembroke and one of the great magnates of the realm. Yet his relationship with John was not without strain. As John's rule grew increasingly tyrannical, William often found himself mediating between the crown and the rebellious barons who demanded reform. When the Magna Carta crisis erupted in 1215, William Marshal stood as one of the few men still loyal to the king, helping to negotiate the famous charter that limited royal authority. After John's death in 1216, England was plunged into civil war, with the French Prince Louis invading the country. At this desperate moment, William Marshal, then nearly 70 years old, was appointed regent of England on behalf of the 9-year-old King Henry III. Despite his age, he led the royal forces to a decisive victory at the Battle of Lincoln in 1217, effectively ending the French invasion and restoring stability to the kingdom. His conduct in the war, marked by mercy toward defeated foes and scrupulous fairness, earned him admiration even from his enemies. William Marshal's final years were spent securing the peace he had fought so long to preserve.
He retired to his estate, and true to his lifelong devotion to the Church, took the habit of a Templar shortly before his death in 1219. He was buried in the Temple Church in London, where his effigy still lies, a symbol of the perfect knight. William's life was later immortalized in French verse biography, L'Histoire de Guillaume le Maréchal, commissioned by his son, which provides a rare and vivid portrait of medieval knighthood. His legacy endured for centuries as the embodiment of the chivalric code: courage in battle, loyalty to one's lord, generosity to friends and foes alike, and unwavering faith in God. In an age of shifting loyalties and ruthless politics, William Marshal stood as a rare figure whose honor and integrity transcended the ambitions of kings.